Senpai, why are you crying? Is it because Ranger Serena's still on vacation?
No.
Is it because of the really touching goodbye scene with Ash and Poipole?
No.
And why?
Because I just realized that after this episode we are going back to the same shenanigans again. No.
Pokemon Ranger, I choose you!
What's up, buddy boys and girls, it's your Ranger Boy here, and welcome to another review of the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. Today will be the last review for a while, because after this episode, the anime will take a 3-week break until October 7th. Also, really sorry for the late upload, but real life intervened once again. But anyway, let's tackle episode 90, Connect to the Future, The Legend of the Radiant One. And my god, that goodbye scene was so sweet. But what about the rest? If you want to know more, then grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's do this. I find it kinda interesting that the episode not only starts with the title card overlapping the actual episode, but also that in the Sun and Moon quiz section, they added Beware as a possible answer amongst the legendaries. Beware is a god! But before we continue with Duskmane Solgaleo, we have a short scene of Kukui being desperate after Team Rocket's Gozu one-shot them. Especially since Faber, remember, one of the top guys of the Aether Foundation, has no Pokemon left. See? And you thought that Faber was a badass. Fuck you, Faber. Meanwhile, in a very predictable fashion, the Z moves of our heroes didn't actually free Solgaleo from Necrozma, but powered him up. Everybody turns to our hero Ash and asks him what they should do next. His answer? I don't know! Dum 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 pararam param 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 pararam pararam param pam pam. And they quickly got hit by Duskmane. After we are witnessing the Alolan people starting their prayers, we are cutting back to Gozu, about to attack Faber and Kukui with another heavy slam, like he actually wanted to kill them. Remember guys, for kids. Keep this a secret, Faber, but secretly a Batman. No, not really. He just reveals to Faber that he's Royal Mask, and then he one-shots Mega Aggron with a Z move, like always. And Faber suddenly fanboying over Royal Mask doesn't make it more convincing. Fuck you, Faber. Well, after that Team Rocket fail, the elite team finally tries to do something logical, entering the wormhole so that they can actually leave an impact on the whole Necrozma arc. But nope, Tapu Koko makes quick business with their ship. But let's put our focus on our main issue here, Duskmane Necrozma. And Ash seems to finally have a solution. What's the solution? His answer? I don't know. Dum 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 dum. No. Not again. I don't know the solution, but what I know is that we will never give up. That's my boy. At long last, Lucamine is able to contact the gang, and we spent nearly 2 minutes of the episode by regurgitating the same stuff of last week. That the Radiant One is UV Black, he's called Necrozma, and that he gains light with energy from prayers from all the people in Alola, and then they realize that they have to do the same pose Tapu Koko is doing. And speaking of prayers, of course our heroes and the entirety of Alola starts praying towards the Radiant One, which lasts for more than 4 minutes. So in hindsight, we basically wasted more than 6 minutes, more than 1/4 of the episode, with repeated information and praying. Does it get better? A little bit. For no reason whatsoever, Necrozma starts to attack the kids. But after the Kahunas have fired their Z moves, Necrozma stops the attack and instead decides to go after the legendaries again. What? Long can't comprehend. But luckily, our edgelord is there to save the giant bat, and in gratitude, he gives him the Lunalium Z. And together with Ash, they perform their respective legendary and really epically animated Z move. Tada! Necrozma now has enough energy, and in good old Megazord fashion, he transforms into Ultra Necrozma, aka the Radiant One if you don't know. And with his powers, he lets the land of Poipole prosper once again, which I'm sure makes one specific Pokemon cry out with joy. Okay, I know, I used that joke a lot, and thanks to Crack, that won't be the last time, but come on, this is the last episode with Naganadel, so I had to do it. Anyway, thanks to the wormhole about to close quickly, our heroes had to rush to return back home, and then we get a really heartwarming scene of Poipole deciding to stay in his world, and Ash nearly crying, but he doesn't really have time for a hug, because the gate is closing. Oh god, my heart. But before the Guardians will forever leave Poipole's world, the little guy decides to give Ash and Pikachu one last farewell gift, and man, I cried when I saw that. Ash cried when he saw that, and you cried when you saw that. Stop lying to yourself. Team Rocket sadly is as useless as the elite team of Giovanni, thanks to Beware, and the episode ends with another joke of Kukui wearing his lab coat closed. The gang then expressing their disbelief in the good old Sun and Moon comedy way, and everybody shouting the Alola theme into the sky. So that's the end of the episode, and without any more hesitation, ratings. What can I say about the story? In my opinion, the story's best part was, ironically, the goodbye scene between Ash and Poipole. As a viewer, you really didn't want them to be separated from each other, and the way they executed it was just perfect. I still have pee-pee in my eyes. But unfortunately, I can't judge the episode on that alone, because as good as the goodbye scene was, the rest was a really mixed bag. In hindsight, can we all agree that the elite team of Giovanni was the absolute shits? They did nothing in regards of Necrozma. Remember the build-up Team Rocket had with all the mystery surrounding Nanu and Giovanni? Well, we never really got an answer to that. And in general, what the Necrozma arc was really lacking was some legit action. I mean, sure, there was a little bit action with Lunala and Necrozma, and they also had other great things like exploring the lore, sometimes a little bit too much, and emotions. But there was a severe lack of real action, and Kukui's battling scene is proof of that, with him basically one-shotting Gozu's Mega Aggron with a Z move, like they always do. Maybe the reveal of Kukui as Royal Mask hints on something amazing coming up in the future, but I can't really judge that, so let's see. Besides the disappointing Team Rocket, the rest of the plot didn't really hold up either. The praying and the re-explanation of the Necrozma lore dragged out the episode for way too long. The climax of Ash and Gladion, while really good animated, was basically just a tale which Lily told them before, with Sorgo, Leo and Lunala sharing their energy to the weakened Necrozma so that he'll be the Radiant One again. On the one hand, this is the safest solution because you basically use a solution which worked in the past and you use it in the present. But on the other hand, it was kinda anticlimactic because you expected so much more, instead of just once again Ash and Gladion being the one who solved the problems, instead of the others kinda being involved in this. They kinda were involved in this with the whole praying thing, but at the same time, it was clear that the most important part to this climax was Ash and Gladion. So yeah, it breaks my heart that I have to score this episode rather low due to the excellent goodbye scene, but the rest of the episode couldn't really hold up with that one good scene, so 6 out of 10. Normally I would have scored it with a 5 out of 10, but the goodbye scene dragged it to an above average episode. Okay, next up with the focus. Connect to the future, the legend of the Radiant One, and just like the episode itself, a mixed bag. The first part refers to the Sun and Moon opening, which is called Future Connection, and since that opening is all about Poipole's story, it suited very well, since the most important part was indeed Poipole's goodbye scene. But then we get the second part, which is the legend of Necrozma, and it kinda indicates that something amazing will happen in regards of Necrozma, but in reality it can be translated to retelling the concept of Necrozma, praying for 4 minutes, and reawaken the Radiant One with the help of Sorgo, Leo, and Lunala. And honestly, I expected so much more from the Necrozma conclusion, but instead of that we just got a lot of repetition. 7 out of 10. Last but not least, animation. The highlight of the animation was clearly both Ash and Gladion performing Lunala's and Sorgo, Leo's respective Z moves, and just like always, the first time we witnessed a new Z move, it's always great. I especially loved the light ray effect Necrozma had after he got hit by them. Also the way Necrozma formed himself and prospered Poipole's world was really nice to look at. Sadly, I had to cut off 2 points. First, because there were a lot of repeated animation as well, for example the multiple Z moves in the episode, and secondly, the whole praying scene went for way too long, which also dragged out the overall quality of the animation, since it was basically just them standing static while glitter effects came out of their hands. 8 out of 10. So this episode scores a 7 out of 10. It's not a perfect episode by any means, but I still would recommend it because the goodbye scene was great and was overall a fitting end to the Necrozma arc. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this little review, and just like always, see you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!